some people seem born ready to serve.
Great-grandpa, let's see, Spanish-American War, on up. I've had relatives in every war.
So little wonder when it was his turn, what Sammy Davis did.
I said, yes, I'd like to volunteer for Vietnam. They said, okay, wonderful. I wanted to serve my country. That's where I was needed, and that's where they sent me.
Sammy's 42-man artillery unit was airlifted to a small island in the Mekong Delta, where Sammy manned a Howitzer 105.
Actually, I don't think any of us were sleeping because we'd been firing in support of our infantry, so we weren't sleeping.
Suddenly, a familiar sound alerted him. Mortar shells being dropped into firing tubes.
When you can hear them slide down the tube, they got to be close. Hang on. And sure enough, they hit us hard at 2 o'clock in the morning. A reinforced heavy weapons battalion of NVA. There were 1,500 NVA and there were 42 artillerymen.
Sammy volunteered for that mission. They went into a situation where they had 3 companies of Viet Cong that were against 42 people.
Our sergeant said it's time to, I can't repeat his exact words, but he said it's time to get it. So we got up and started firing, and with just within a few minutes, they started breaking up in groups of 150 to 250 at a time would rush us. And that's when we knew things were really, really serious. They just kept coming,
His howitzer had been hit, but he kept firing anyway.
I had to fire the howitzer because here they come. Everybody was wounded, and I was the only one that was able to get up so I kept doing my job.
He had a broken back, he had a perforated kidney, he had all these lacerations and these flechettes, these little pieces of metal that come out of the weapon. They tear up your body.
When I ran out of ammunition for the howitzer, I used my M16. Well, eventually I fired every round.
When Sammy saw a buddy across the river wave for help, he used the pillow of an Army air mattress to support his broken body, but he was out of ammo.
When I swam across the river to get my 3 brothers that I seen across the river, I started picking up the enemy's weapons and using them. Well, I knew I didn't have the strength to make 3 trips to go because I was losing lots of blood, and the enemy was really thick. And I asked the one above to help me, and he gave me the strength to carry all 3 of my brothers at the same time. I had to do it because I did for my brothers what I knew in my heart they would do for me. I woke up in the hospital in Camp Zama, Japan, and General Westmoreland was standing there with the doctors, and that's when they told me that I had been that my guys, my men, had put me in for the Medal of Honor.
He was given his medal by Lyndon Johnson. And I don't know if you know this or not, but in that film, Forrest Gump, that's actually Sammy Davis having that medal put around his neck.
Originally, I thought they'd put Tom's whole head on my body, and my mama said, "No, son, Sammy Lee, that's your knots on the back of your head."
Today, Sammy and his wife Dixie are on the road 200 days a year, touching the lives of Americans, veterans, and our youth. And he's written 2 books.
He tells the story about the medal. He tells the story about never give up. You know, you don't lose until you quit trying.
He's able to relate to young kids and anyone that walked this earth because of the experience he's had. He's able to explain, look, you never quit trying. You just never quit trying.
When I go talk to schools, for instance, I think it's very important that the students have the opportunity to hold this Medal of Honor. I want them to feel a part of it. And in them feeling a part of it, it'll make the understanding of it even greater. So that's why I take my medal off and hand it around. Then even more questions start opening up, and I love that.
In Vietnam, Sammy learned to play the harmonica. His buddies liked Shenandoah, and he played it for President Johnson at his Medal of Honor ceremony.
I was paying tribute to my men that I served with in Vietnam.
Let me put this into perspective. As a general officer, you get saluted a lot. And the fact of the matter is, when we see recipients, we salute them.
Anytime we look at our veterans and we cherish what they've done for our freedom, that truthfully brings Americans together.
Duty, honor, country. I try to motivate everyone to stand up firmly for what you believe is right in your heart. And that's what will keep America on this right track and keep America strong.
Please join the Indiana Historical Society in congratulating Indiana living legend, Sammy Davis.